Hey, it's Troy. I'm here with my pen peep, my little pal Matthew. You know, I've had a lot of great feedback of having Matthew. Say hey to everybody.
Hello.
Matthew, again, tell everybody how old you are.
8. I turned 8 last month.
That he did. So, he is my middle son, and he has developed an interest in fountain pens.
Yeah.
And so, he is
About
doing videos.
everyone in the family gets one except the toddler.
Yeah, that's right. Our 5-year-old, because he's not adept at writing yet, he doesn't have one, but he will eventually. But one of the things that I've been saying is the fountain pen hobby doesn't have to be expensive, especially when you're just starting out. This little guy right here already has a pretty good collection of over 20 pens.
Oh wait, just from the vacation to DC, I got about 7 pins. Wait, no, I got 6, but I already had 21, so I have 27 pins now.
Something like that. So his collection has been growing. He got a lot of it from me.
Yeah.
And
he bought lots of them because I don't have an eBay account. I want one because so I can buy. I want one so
he wants his own eBay account.
Yeah, so I can buy pins whenever I want.
And so he, of course, he's not going to be the one funding the accounts, but he does have some of his own spending money. So we'll have to talk about some of that. But you know, I gave him a lot of my pen collection to get him started.
He gave me about 8 of his pins.
Right off the top.
Except one. He bought a whole about 36 Jinhaos.
I did. Jinhao 599.
Yeah, and
there's a video on that.
Yeah, that one he did not give. He didn't. That was not in his collection, but he just bought a whole pack to see if anyone else wanted one.
Right.
And I did. One day I asked, "Can I have a fountain pen?" One time.
And so I gave him one. So.
That's what started me off.
So what's the purpose of this particular video? Well, I've said for a while, it doesn't have to be expensive to start with fountain pens. Like, if you're like me, let's say you get started and you buy some pens, you've got a particular brand that you've tried, and maybe you've tried another brand after that, and you have your own personal preferences. Now, you know, I've kind of moved on to stuff besides some of these inexpensive Chinese pens, which, by the way, I'm not knocking. That's actually just the opposite of the purpose of this video. But we're going to focus on one brand here today.
That brand is Jinhao.
That's right, Jinhao pens. And they are a Chinese brand. A lot of them are knockoffs of other famous pens. That doesn't mean necessarily, though, they have to be poor quality. Now, granted, I've added pens in my collection that are Watermans and Mont Blancs and Deltas and Visconti. As a matter of fact, sitting right over here, my pen of the day in this little pen slip is actually a Visconti. And so that's my pen of the day. So obviously I'm not sticking with just the inexpensive pens, but my Van Gogh Iris's pen is probably the pen of the weekend because I'm on a Saturday. I don't use a pen very much. On Sunday I'll use it a little more. But what I wanted to share with you some of our collection together and some of that his mom has. Matter of fact, just today the mail brought his mom a new pen that we'll show you here in a little bit.
Yeah, it was she got I think 3 pens.
She got 3 pens today, and we'll share one of them.
She got all of the mail.
Yeah, she did. So, you know, my wife, the pen bug kind of bit my wife a little bit. In addition to that, she brought me another one that was empty that she had written pretty much dry, and I had to refill with a different color today. So, let's start out, Matthew. Let's show some of your collection. What I did was I keep a spreadsheet. David at Fig Boot on pens had the spreadsheet that he developed. I have to keep a spreadsheet for me, a spreadsheet for him, and one for my wife in order to keep our pens.
He has all 3. He has all 3 spreadsheets on his computer. He has Mom's, his, and mine.
So I'll tell you what. Let's start with this one first. Let's start with the Jinhao 450, and there's a reason I want to start with this one. It
looks nice.
It does, but you know why? This was my first Jinhao pen I ever bought. Now, I had been using a Waterman Phileas for 20-some years, and I decided, let me see about let's see if I can find other fountain pens out there so I can experience other ones. So this was the first one I ever bought. And so I got it, you know, a Jinhao 450 is a nothing special pen. It wrote okay. You know, I had a problem with it though, in that it dried out pretty quickly and it stopped writing. So I set this one aside. Eventually I learned more about pens, and I learned how to clean them out, how to take better care of them. So, you've got one as well.
This was my first ever Jinhao.
Right, and that's
this
a 599.
This is what started me off. I liked the way it wrote, and then my second Jinhao ever was the Jinhao that he was just showing.
Yep. You know what you're missing in your collection right here? You know what I don't see?
What?
Your Jinhao 500 that Mr. Larry gave you. But so what I did was, I bought a Jinhao 450. I gave it to him. I replaced that so I can have one of the black ones in my collection. So, and if you want to go get your 500 while I'm sitting here, feel free to go do it. And I'll continue on. So, the 450 was one that I had purchased, and obviously we've got several more within the family. So when I started to buy more pens, he already covered the Jinhao 599. That actually was not like my second pen, but I bought, like he was saying, 36 of them. I'll try to post a link to the video that I did on giving these away, because I found a bunch of them, and I gave away some 36 of these. So, what else did I get? Oh, you know, beware when you get pens. When you go to buy them, they're not always under the same banner. You don't know what they are. You don't necessarily know a brand. Sometimes they don't even tell you what brand they are. This is a good example. It's a right pretty pen.
Yeah.
For Christmas, last year for stocking stuffers, I got this one for my wife, and I got one similar to it for my mother-in-law, and they both liked them. The problem is this pen dries out really easily, and it doesn't cap very well. And
it's about like this pen.
It's similar to a 450. Here, let's show.
Because that pen dries out easily if you don't use it often.
They're similar in size, but the thing is, there was no name brand associated with it. But I've seen elsewhere listings that say it's a Jinhao, so that's why I'm including this one in the video. And it was like $2 or so, $3.
It looks pretty.
But it's a pretty pen, and when it writes very well. It's just that when you set it, because it doesn't cap properly, perhaps, or I don't know, it just dries out really quickly, and it doesn't always write. So that's one thing to look at, because I found that more than once. What else I found was this one. This is a Jinhao 650. It was marketed as an East Vita or East Vita pen, and I got it off from Amazon. And it was a beautiful, cherry wood with black and silver, and it wrote fairly well. I can't complain about the way it writes. It's, it's got, I think, basically a number 5 nib. I don't think I even have it inked up right now, but it's not a bad-looking pen. I thought it was right pretty. But when I got it, it has a Jinhao name engraved on it. So this East Vita pen is nothing more than a Jinhao 650. And when I started to poke around a little bit on eBay, I ran across, wait a minute. It is just, it's a 650. So you will find pens out there being marketed as something else. Sort of like this one here.
He did not know the name.
That's right.
I got that pen for my birthday, but
but
later on I was like, hey, is that a Jinhao? Because I didn't know.
Well, somebody commented on the video that I did where I included this pen because they got it, and they had said that it was sold to them as a Jinhao, even though this one doesn't say anywhere on it that it's a Jinhao. And I even looked at it, and it had a German manufactured nib. It said Genius Germany Iridium on. That's all it said on the nib.
It's a pretty looking pen.
It is. It's beautiful. You've got one.
Yeah,
I've
mom
got
got
one. Mom's got one. And Nana's got one. So I bought 4 of them over time.
Everyone has one except the toddler.
For $3 pens, So
and
your,
my big brother.
That's right, your big brother. So we covered this one, the 599. I've got the exact same thing. This comes in a rainbow full of colors. I mean, yellow, green, red, blue.
Every color except purple.
And actually, no, it comes in purple because you were given one by Mr. Larry.
I know, because...
And you gave it to Nana,
I know,
right?
yeah, and the one you got did not have purple.
That's right. The pack that I got didn't have purple, but it had white and yellow and green
Had
and blue
every color
and red.
except purple.
But it didn't have purples in it. So, but they can be found in different colors. You just look. I'm gonna all the pens I'm gonna share with you here.
Jinhao.
They're not only are they probably some of them, even though they don't have the brand, are most likely Jinhao, hence the inclusion. But also that I bought them off from eBay. So
Yeah, every pen he got off eBay except a few of these.
right. And
Because Larry sent me this.
right, and we'll cover. I'll tell you what, we'll cover that one here in just a little bit because
Okay.
we got a few others we'll run through, and I know there's some that you're real happy with. But
Yeah.
the deal is,
I'm happy with a lot of my Jinhaos. A lot of them I like.
Yep.
You keep on trying pens. You never know which pen you like till you try it.
here that's just it. You know, these pens I got off from eBay, anywhere between $2 to $5. I think the most expensive one sitting here that I got is probably this one, which I paid like $6.50 because I got that one off from Amazon, marketed as something else, not knowing it was a Jinhao.
You know what is funny?
What?
It says $6.50 and it costed.
Somewhere in there, about $6, $6.50, somewhere in there. But
That was funny because it cost
yep.
$6.50 and it said Jinhao $6.50.
so we've got other pens that are other brands, but we figured we'd try to stick with this one brand for this video. We'll go through some others. We got some Bowers and some other brands we'll go through.
Like all our Jinhaos.
That's right. And we're sticking right now with the inexpensive pens, and the reason that we're doing it is the whole thing that I've been saying is it doesn't have to be expensive. So let's move on to this one.
Some of his can be expensive. Some can't. But I don't know if any of my pens are expensive.
This one here.
And
You've
I
got
think
one just like it.
I think my most expensive pen in my collection is my Pilot Metropolitan.
Either a Pilot Metropolitan or that Knox, because those Knox pens right now are going for about $15 online. How do I know?
I got it free.
He got his free. But I ordered one today as part of a package I'm going to put together for giveaway for somebody. This Jinhao 992, it's a demonstrator. Again, just like the 599, this can be found in all different colors of the rainbow. On my watch list on eBay, there's for like $23, there's a package of about 15 of them. And these are perfect for giveaway. So if you wanted to indoctrinate somebody or experiment or give pens away, that's a pretty good pen to give away.
Yeah, and I gave 2 pins away, I think. I gave 2 pins to Nana. One was a Jinhao 886, because right here, I got this very cool looking one. But Lily
You know what? Hold on.
sent
I got
me-
one too. He's got green, I got red. We ordered them at the same
I
time.
know. I think that one looks pretty, but
You got a yellow one for Mr. Larry.
yeah, and I gave that to Nana.
And the only reason you did that is because we already had these on order, not knowing that he was going to be gifted with one.
Yeah, because
So-
I asked for this because my favorite color is green, and also it looked cool.
Yep. So we wanted to have pens that each of us have in our collection. These little suckers.
Except Nana,
What?
Mama, does she have one?
Mama does not have an 886. But these are supposed to be like pocket pens, and they actually write not bad. You know, now you've got yours inked. I have not inked mine up yet since I got it.
This has a Squatig.
That's right. I think you got a Squeetig ink in
Yeah,
yours.
and I do like Squatig. First time I ever tried it, I think.
You know, I'm looking at your list. You know what? I don't think I even put that one on your spreadsheet. Because I'm looking at your spreadsheet right now of all your Jinhaos. I don't think I even put that in there.
Oh, which one? This?
Yeah. You know what? I need to fix that when we get done this video. Alrighty. So we've covered various ones. Like this is a $2 pen. This was
I have
like
one like
a
it.
$2.50 pen somewhere in there. So we're still, again, we're sticking with the lower end pens for people just getting into the hobby. Ones you might want to give away, that you might want to give somebody as inexpensive stocking stuffer at Christmas.
sale.
So let's move on to, let's see, let's do this one.
It looks pretty. I like that silver color.
Well, if you like that silver color, do you like this color?
Oh, I like both of them. This is one my mom got in the mail.
Just today.
And, I like the pink color.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. You know, a lot of these pens, just because
It's
I
a
have
nice
it,
looking pink.
just because I got it in the stainless steel, doesn't mean that they're only available in stainless steel. Obviously, my lovely wife, his mommy, the mother of my children, likes a pink pen. So, voila! Here they are. The exact same model. Look.
What is your favorite color?
Her favorite color is purple.
I know.
But she's a girl, so she likes pink. I don't blame her.
And I'm just asking. Comment down below. What is your favorite color?
Oh, you're asking them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. He wants to know what your favorite color is. I tell you what. Not only that, how about what's your favorite color ink?
Yeah, cause in my collection out of Jinhao's, I don't know, but my I do like this one, but it's not my
So
favorite.
you like your 450?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it has Liberty's Elysium in it, I think. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's look at it. There's your spreadsheet because we gotta track it with a spreadsheet. Yeah, you're right. Doggone it, you were good. Noodler's Liberty's Elysium.
Yeah, that is a nice ink. I think he bought a bottle.
Yes, I did. I bought a bottle because we
And
sampled
also
it. We liked it.
presidential blue.
Do you have
He
a
got
presidential? Yeah. Actually, we bought a presidential blue
he did.
this last
He
weekend.
liked
didn't
it, bought a bottle. The
Well-
thing about inks I like is if I like ink like the ink I liked was Compeki. Liked it. He
Yep.
bought a bottle. It is a nice ink. Isn't that hard to clean out?
No, the Compeki not so much. The Liberty's Elysium will be a little tougher. Not as tough as Bay State Blue or Bay State Concord Grape.
Yeah,
Those
because
are tough,
Bay
but they're
State
good.
Blue is
They're beautiful inks.
yeah, and the pen I have it in, it writes nice.
Matter of fact, if I move my head up here, you'll see there's a bunch of ink samples up here. And below it, you'll see right here, I've got a
Bottles
shelf full
of
of
ink.
bottles of inks that I've accumulated. And I actually have some more on the way of bottles and ink samples. So
And he bought what's the name of that three ink thing you bought?
oh yeah, those sample bottles that
Yeah.
I got. Yeah, I got some Roshizuku sample inks, and I got some Private Reserve
Yeah,
samples.
because the Roshizuku that my mom got was I think it was Asago. I think.
Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but
Neither do I. Asageo.
something like
Asageo.
Asageo. That sounds about right, but I may be wrong. But
I
man,
do not know
I'll tell you
how
what,
to
I'm pulling up.
pronounce it.
Oh, it's already open. So okay, let's pull up Mommy's. Oh, there it is. There's Mommy's list right here, and it says Asageo. ASA-GAO.
Asageo.
Asageo, I think. We'll call it that for Asagao. I don't know. But that's what we're going to
It is a word ink to pronounce.
It is. So we've gone over the 650, the 450, the 750. Now that 750 is a nice, sweet writer. It's probably one of the better writing out of the bunch that we've got so far. We covered the 992. We've covered the unknown, not flowery one. I've got the 886 covered. I got another 450 that I've got.
And this one I got from Larry.
That's
It writes nice.
Larry from Larry's Fountain Pens, a friend of ours that we've been in contact with, and we've been pen swapping a little bit.
Yeah,
and
he gave me. I got him about 8 pins from him.
that many? Wow.
No,
That was-
maybe 8, maybe less.
Well, Larry was
I don't
very
know.
generous. Anyway, for some reason,
He's a nice guy.
he's taken a liking to this kid over here. He's
But
got
this
everybody
pin does
following.
very nice.
And that's a 500.
500. I forgot to get it.
And this is probably that's the one he forgot and ran out to go get. That's actually one of the nicer looking Jinhao pens that is
like
in
that
either of
purple-
our collection.
I like the purple color, like
Is that a purple? Or is that a blue marble?
I don't know.
Looks to me like to be
Comment down below what color you think that what is.
I think it's blue. It's a blue
I know,
marble.
cause I can't really tell, cause I think that's purple and that blue. I don't know.
And I don't know how much those go for because that was gifted to him. So, but like I said, we're still staying on lower range pens because we're still talking about Jinhao pens.
And I can't buy any of my pins. Only pins I can buy is when we go out to buy them.
Well, you can. You just have to give me some of your hard-earned money or your birthday money.
Yeah,
and
because I have a lot of money I'm saving.
But he has the whole list of pens that he wants. He's
Yeah,
got a notebook full of them.
Yeah, I have some Heroes, Bowers.
Mm-hmm.
I think I found one Lamy.
Oh, you found another Lamy you like?
I don't know if it's a Lamy. I don't know.
Okay. But he's got some pens that are on
Yeah,
his
I
wish
got about
list.
21, I think.
Hey, he's 8 years old. I mean, how much? How kind of expensive pens is he going to be able to afford?
I know.
So.
I do have a lot of money, but I found some cheap pins, but they do that nice.
See, I tried to get him to, when he was looking at buying a pen with his own money at the DC Pen Show, he found these custom-made pens that I was really hoping he'd get one, and he was eyeballing one for about $60, and that would have been a great purchase for him, I thought, but he cheaped out.
What? No, I found this other pin that was kind of this bluish color at the pin show, that was for $75.
It turned out to be a ballpoint, though, didn't
Yeah,
it?
but it did look pretty.
It did. All right, I just got a couple more
Pins
that are in our collection that are Jinhao's, and that's not. Like I said, we're only trying to cover that brand.
What was your favorite Jinhao from our collection?
My favorite?
Yes.
I'm getting to that one because I haven't gotten there that far yet.
I don't know what's my favorite out of other our collections.
You know what my favorite out of your collection
What?
is? That 500. I think that's my favorite of yours out of your
Yeah,
collection.
but it is pretty, but this one does look cool. I don't know which I like better. Which one do you think looks cooler?
You asking them?
Yeah.
Well, they would only not be able to comment below, so.
Comment down below which pin you think looks cooler. I don't know which one looks cooler, because they both look nice.
Yeah, my personal taste is that 500, but
Yeah, this is
But
the
you know-
500.
but you're 8 years old and you like green. So.
Yeah. That is my favorite color.
Now, here's
And
one.
this
Good.
is a cheap pin.
Well, that 450. Yeah, that's not expensive.
And it does write nice, but sometimes if you don't write with it, it dries out very quick.
The 450, I've had several problems with 450s, which is why I have a couple of them.
They have a nib creep.
Well, yeah, you got a little. Do you have a little bit of nib creep in that one today? Not today, but I've had problems more with nibs drying out.
Yeah,
but the battery's almost
I
done.
think this is dried out.
But the battery's almost dead on the camcorder, so we got to book it in high gear here. This here, Jinhao 1200. This one was not incredibly expensive. Is what, $5
that
range
gold
or something.
color.
But it is a nice sparkling gold. It writes nicely. It's got the dragon clip with the little ruby eyes. So they don't have, like I said, they don't have to be expensive.
that
But that is a
dragon
really cool looking one.
Yeah. That dragon clip.
Now, you asked what was my favorite Jinhao. I want you to hold this one, and we'll show it here in just a sec. This is probably my favorite Jinhao. This is a Jinhao 159.
Wait, I tried that pin. It does write smooth.
It does. You know, actually, they write very nicely. I like,
Doesn't your mom
Personally?
have one?
Nana has one, your mom has one.
But all of them are different colors.
They are. Show this one, Mommy's.
This is Mama's. It's a blue color.
Right. And Nana has a
Like
red one.
A nice looking blue.
Nana's red is like this color red. So, and it's as a 159. And, you know,
Maybe
it's
can
good.
I get one?
You want one?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get you one. Here, congratulations, Muzzle Tov. You got your own 159 now. But so I'm gonna have to order one for myself. Oh, I just lost another pen.
No, you can keep it. I kind of wanted a different color.
You want a different color?
Yeah.
All right, well, fine. We'll get you a different color. I'll get my black one back then. But I like larger
I kind of like
pens.
a yellow one.
You know what these go good for? People who have arthritic hands. So Nana, she's a little older. It works well for her for writing. It's a cigar-shaped, full-size, or actually oversized pen. It
does look nice.
It's bigger and it's heavier, and it's actually heavier than this. This pen is a knockoff of this, which is a Mont Blanc
He
149.
bought that at the pin show. Larry has one.
Jinhao 159. This is far less expensive than this.
Yeah, that costs it about $400.
And this is like about $400. But I bought my Mont Blanc used, reconditioned
That
from the
costs it
factory.
about $400 less than the Mont
Well,
Blanc.
100 times less.
I know.
But
More than $100 less.
But I got this, and it writes great. I've got no problem. So this, you
It
asked me
is.
my favorite Jinhao?
Yeah.
The Jinhao 159, it comes with a multiple or a plethora of colors from which to choose. The 159 is
Which one do you
probably
think
my
looks
favorite.
better, the black or blue?
Personally, I like black. I like the classic black lacquer with.
That is a nice looking pin. I like that black and then the gold, like that gold thing right there.
I like the classic look of it. I like the
like
the
this
business
one
look of
too.
it. Now, here's the thing about when you buy Jinhao pens. If you want the best price on them, you go to some place like eBay, and you buy them there. You can find them on Amazon. You can even find them on Birmingham Pens,
Most of my
Goulet
pins
Pens.
I look at are on eBay.
Now I
Some I looked at on Goulet pins, but they're not expensive. They're not cheap.
gotta be honest. If you're looking for some of these pens, like a 750, you're gonna pay like $10 with Goulet pens. I'm not knocking. I like Brian Goulet and I like Rachel Goulet, and I actually do a lot of business with them. But because they're in
most of them eats from them.
a good many
Well,
of
not
them,
most of them,
a
about
good
20.
chunk of them. No, not more than that. But anyway, the deal is because they're American, they gotta import them. They have to pay to have them shipped. They've got to turn around and retail them, and they have to make a profit at it. So American distributors for Jinhao pens, quite frankly, are going to be a lot overpriced compared to just getting them shipped direct from China. If you're willing to wait
That long.
Yeah.
About a month.
at least, well, I have, surprisingly, I've gotten a few just within a couple of weeks, but I've gotten some that have taken 6 weeks
Yeah, this one took about a month to get.
at least.
I looked at it about June and got it on July something.
Now I've ordered some other.
It looks nice.
I've ordered some other Chinese pens, including the demonstrator pen that I showed in my last video, that got here within 2 weeks. But that's the exception rather than the rule. Generally, all these pens that I ordered have taken they're a month or more to get here, but you pay a lot less to just get them, including shipping, direct to your door. So if you wanted, look, these, including shipping, when I bought this for him, $1.12 shipped to my door from China. I just had to wait the time to get it.
Was that the whole box or just
No,
that one pin?
well, see, I got 2 of them. I ordered one in blue, that came, was this color blue, and I ordered this. The first 2 that I gave away were to you and to a lady at our church, and so there went my $5.99s. So I turned around and ordered some more, and then I got that whole box of 36. So
Yeah, and a lot of people wanted them. He bought them to a birthday party, and you sold about 10 there.
sold, I didn't sell. I gave them away.
Yeah.
I gave away probably at least a dozen. Well, maybe about 10. I brought bottles of ink, filled them, gave them, and gifted them to people there. And we also we'd see people at Dunkin' Donuts, we give them to them. People at a checkout
Jinhao
counter
pens
liked them.
are nice.
People at church, we gave them away. And I've given away those 992s as well, and I probably will do that more. So if you're willing to wait the amount of time to get these pens direct from China,
Did you give 2 992s away?
I've given away several 992s because I keep having to buy new ones. That's why mine sitting right here has no ink in it, because this was a replacement 992 for the one I most recently gave away.
He bought he got one for this lady at church.
Well, to replace one. But
And he gave one to me too.
yeah, I gave one to your
They're
mom,
nice
gave one to
red
you,
pens.
gave one to somebody at church, I gave one to somebody else. So anyway,
You can never go wrong with a Jinhao. They do write nice.
some of them write better than others.
Yeah.
Some of them
You never know
feel
how
better
they
in the
write.
hand. But look at the variety that we've shown you. I mean, we've shown you pocket pens. We've shown you
And what
pens.
are pocket pins?
Well, these are meant to be like just chucked in a pocket because they're smaller. So we've shown you full-size cigar pens. We've shown you more elegant pens. We've shown you flowery pens.
What was your
pink ones and
comment down below? What was your favorite pin out of all of these?
okay, there you go. That's Matthew's challenge.
Yeah, because
Comment.
I don't know. Because out of my collection, probably in look, this one.
So you've arrived at the decision. That's probably your favorite
Yeah.
in the way it looks.
Yeah.
Plus, it was a gift. So, alrighty. Yeah, I mean, to me, this is wicked cool because
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I mean,
I
come
like
on,
that
really?
dragon clip.
It's gold and it's got a dragon on it, and it's
I
got
do like that.
red
That's
eyes.
so
So
cool.
how cool is that? Anyway, all right. Well,
That was so cool.
so if you're looking at Jinhao pens, we don't make a dime off from Jinhao pens,
They're
and
just cheap. Chinese pins.
They're fairly
They're right
inexpensive.
nice.
There is a variety of them. So if you're looking for entry-level pens to give away for your collection, you just want to expand what they look at. Now, I still use Jinhao pens, but you know what? I also use Mont Blanc pens. I use Delta. I use Visconti's.
One of the most expensive pens.
So, okay, I've got upper-end pens, I've got low-end pens, and I still use them.
I always got low-end pens.
Because you're 8.
I know.
You were just getting started. When I
know.
first got started, these and Bowers and
I kind of want a
Hero.
high-end pen like a Delta. Because I try your Delta, I like it.
And you will. You know what? He kept telling me. What was it? What brand did you keep telling me you wanted?
It was either the Delta or Visconti.
No, well, you kept telling me you wanted my Mont Blanc 32. He said, I want that Mont Blanc. But it's true.
Yeah, because it does right nice.
Well, anyway, let's wrap it up because we're almost out of battery. I'm surprised it's still recording.
Which Mont Blanc do you think likes better? The Mont Blanc 32 or the Mont Blanc 149?
149, no question about it. The Mont Blanc 32 is a very fine pen. I don't like fine nibs, but here's what I will say. It writes.
I think I got one fine nib, but I don't know which one it's on.
Well, and that's one of the things about a lot of these Jinhao pens. They'll come with a standard number 5 or number 6 nib, so you can change those out if you want to. They're great to start on if you want to learn about pen tuning. If you want to play with nibs, and you want to smooth them out. They're great to practice on. Practice on something like this before you work on something like this. How do you think? Recently, I did a little work on this because I got a little bit of confidence working on ones like this.
Right. So. That wrote horribly. Well, not horribly, but
it didn't write so great when I first got
bad. It wrote bad. That Mont Blanc wrote bad when he first got it. He worked on it, made it write better.
And I smoothed a lot of different pens that were fairly inexpensive from China.
This one you had to do it a few times.
Well, not so much on that one. I play with nibs and replacing nibs and swapping them, but...
Jinhao... Wait, what is the name of this? Jinhao what?
That right there is a 450.
Okay, well, Jinhao 450 is easy to try out, and one of the most pins you have to work on a lot.
They are, but you can also easily swap nibs on those. That's one of the things I like about them. So
nibs matter?
That's the benefit of getting inexpensive pens. You learn. You cut your teeth on them. You learn about filling them, caring for them, flushing them. You get to experiment all the ink colors that you can possibly think of in more than in the rainbow. And you get to...
So like they have yellow inks, orange inks, blue inks, all them different colors.
And you get to play with nib smoothing.
Do they have white inks?
I'm pretty sure that they might. I've never seen one, nor I definitely wouldn't write on white paper with one.
I know, neither would I, because it won't show up.
All right, well...
It won't show up. You will have to write on like a blue paper or something.
Exactly. You ready to wrap this one up, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So... yes, we like Jinhao pens. Yes, we have a good many of them in our collection. But they're not the end-all and be-all of pens. They're low-end. They're inexpensive.
I do have a lot of Jinhaos. Most of my pens are Jinhaos. I have about 5 of them or something.
I don't know. We just showed them, but you also got Bowers and Heroes and Metropolitan Pilots.
I think I don't have a Hero.
And you also got...
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, from Larry.
Yep, and...
me and Mama have
Schaefer's.
the exact same Hero.
You got like 3 Schaefer's, and... Anyway, I got
3 Schaefer's, I think.
I'm looking. You got a Fountain Pen Revolution pen.
Yeah, that Fountain Pen Revolution. I got it for my birthday. It was his. I asked, "Can I get a Fountain Pen Revolution?"
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's wrap it up, buddy.
And he just surprised me with it for my birthday.
Hey, thanks for watching. And by the way, for all those of you who have been commenting about Matthew here and how much you've enjoyed the other videos that he's done with me, thank you for that. Thank you for all your kind words.
I like being in his videos.
Obviously he does. So, but he's my buddy. This is something that he and I can do together. Sometimes he drives me up the wall, and sometimes I gotta beat on him. But anyway, hey, I'm Troy, and you're
Matthew.
There you go. That's about what you're saying. All right, Troy and
Matthew.
Saying bye.
Bye. See you in the next video.